Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my second review for Season 4 of Stranger Things. This for the second episode. This episode is called Two Vecnas. Alright, so I decided I would continue along maybe with just kind of quick reviews in between each episode of Stranger Things. This one for the second one for Season 4. Did review the first episode, and I know a lot of you guys have already seen the whole, first half all the way through for Season 4 for Stranger Things not Chapter 4, but Stranger Things 4, it's Season 4. It's whatever. This second episode called Two Vecnas, and I had to look up what is a Vecna, and then I found it. I was like, oh, okay, so it's a Dungeons and Dragons character, which is basically the monster for this one, which super cool, got demonic and got tendril things coming out of its freaking back, and is possessing people and poking them and killing them as it's doing it. It's freaking awesome, right? Stranger Things is just so awesome. So in this one, they go to a roller skating rink, which when I was younger, we actually did have, I think we had one or maybe two, but we had one good one here in the city that I live in. And when I was in grade school, elementary school, we did go roller skating, so it was pretty fun. I forget how many times I went, maybe 3 or 4 times. It was kind of far away. It wasn't that close or anything. I didn't live that close to it. But, a few times we went, me and my friends and stuff like that. And it was pretty fun. I especially like the arcades and stuff like that. You guys know I love, I'm an arcade geek. I love arcades and shit like that. So it's pretty fun. So I can say that this is a little bit nostalgic for me, but not crazy nostalgic, because it's not like I went every week or something. I did have a friend whose dad owned the place, though. And so he could go there and, roller skate all the time and play hockey and stuff like that. He'd get together and go to the rink, and they would play roller hockey, I guess, so because his dad owned the place, so it was kind of cool. I think it's out of business now. In fact, I know it's out of business now. Pretty cool episode with this one. We have kind of a couple sections here, a couple groups going on. This one we have Mike and 11, and as I suspected in the first episode, I really felt like they were probably going to be doing a Dark Phoenix type saga with Elle in this one, in that I really look at Elle as a Phoenix X-Men Jean Grey type of character in a lot of ways, right? She's super powerful, and now in this season we're finding out okay, there's actually this dark side to her, so it's Dark Phoenix. That's what it is, right? And that's fine. Stranger Things borrows from other things. It kind of pays homage to 80s, 90s, whatever. So having Elle be similar in a lot of ways to Jean, I think makes a lot of sense. We just need a love triangle, where maybe Will fall in love with Mike, and then it'll be some kind of super upside down reverse love triangle, like X-Men, where you got Jean, you got Wolverine, you got Cyclops, and they're always Wolverine's so he's fighting with Cyclops, and he beats him up, and he cuts the top of his car off, and tells Cyclops, I made him a convertible. Cuts the top of his car off, and goes driving and stuff, because he's all mad because Jean, Jean was Cyclops, but he likes Jean and stuff. So we need a second man here in this Mike 11 thing. Will's got to get involved, although I think some people have mentioned already that they think Will is gay, and I definitely feel that. In this episode, especially when he's asking Mike, what about us? What about our friendship and all this kind of stuff? And these are very, this is a very kind of homosexual stance. Nothing wrong with that. But it is what it is. It's a very homosexual type stance to take towards a friend. I can't think of any guy that I know that would be I'm jealous because you're spending all your time with your girlfriend. I don't think I don't recall that ever. I don't recall that ever happening. At least not to my. It probably does happen. But they don't say it in that way. That's kind of a weird way to do it. So anyway, some weird stuff in this episode. So this one was kind of awesome, and I was wondering what was going to happen with this Angela, who's basically a villain. Granted, she's not, a super, monster or something, right? She's not a Demogorgon, but she, you'd swear from Elle's perspective that she's giving her more shit than a Demogorgon. And being more of a nuisance and a pain in the ass than a Demogorgon. So you have the roller skating incident. They go around, and Angela sets her up, and Mike is there, but Mike doesn't know what's going on, and Will's mad at Mike because, Will's mad at, he's mad at Mike, yeah, but he's also mad at 11 because 11's not telling Mike that she's being bullied and shit like this, and she's pretending like they're besties, and like her and Angela are besties, and they're clearly not. They're enemies, not even frenemies. So Angela sets her up and again kind of humiliates her. So this time, 11 has had enough, and I absolutely love this scene, and I feel bad at the same time, like instantly, because 11 just loses her cool, and even though it seems she cannot use her powers on people, maybe they put in some kind of mind-programmed failback or something, right, to stop 11 from doing that. She grabs a roller skate, and she walks up, and she hits her right in the face with it. That's brutal. Like right here. Like right in the face. Smash. She goes 11 smash and hits her right in the goddamn face with it. So instantly switching roles of who's the villain here, right? Angela was clearly the bullier. Clearly 11 was the victim here, and she was your good guy who was being bested by this, in terms of female humiliation, bullying. She's being bested by Angela, and now very quickly, in true Jean Grey type Dark Phoenix fashion, all of a sudden, she grabs her roller skate and hits her in the face with it. Okay, so that's fun in kind of a demented kind of way, right? So, but it's something. It's something to discuss. So, what is going to happen with 11 now? Is she going to get arrested? Is she going to get in trouble? It was kind of brutal, and everybody was watching. So, there's lots of eyewitnesses. To go along with eyewitnesses, we have the other main storyline here, which is with Eddie and Christy, who was killed in the first episode by the Vecna, I suppose. 2 Vecnas, whatever. And then you also have, what's this kid's name? Fred, whatever. So Fred gets, Freddy got fingered in the face. Fred gets, Vecna'd in the face. And he dies, I guess. So that's the second one, 2 episodes in a row right away. And so then we have Dusty, who finds Eddie with Steve and some of the others that are with him, and is going to try to help Eddie because he's in a bad situation. He's freaked out. Nobody, it seems, would believe his story except Dusty does, and the others do because of what they've seen prior in season 3 and earlier, the first few seasons. And so we've got Jason is his character's name. Jason, who is on the hunt. It sounds like he's gotten the pitchforks ready, and they're ready to go hunting for Eddie. The cops are kind of checking around, doing what they can, trying to find him too, questioning and all that stuff, because this is a murder or whatever. So you got all that going on. You have stuff with Hopper in this one, which, him and Russia and all that stuff, and Grace and everything. So looking to see Hopper return. I'm going to predict by the end of the season, but I don't know if it happens in the first 7 episodes, and you guys can spoil it for me. Go ahead. It's fine. I know I'm a little bit behind, and I get a chance to do the reviews. So, all in all, really enjoyed the second episode with the standout for me, the rollerblade to the face, right between the eyes. Pow, right in the, well, it's not the kisser. It's about, I don't know, 6 inches above the kisser. So I'm going to give this episode a 9.5 out of 10. New monster is freaking awesome. Love it in a demonic Dungeons & Dragons cool sort of way. And it definitely makes sense that from Jason's perspective that Eddie would be the most likely culprit because he's into all this stuff, and he makes some good points, which is that sometimes people get too into stuff and they kind of lose themselves in it. Maybe Eddie did it. Maybe it was a Dungeons and Dragons ritual, and he was making a sacrifice or something. So so that's why he must have done it. So he's gonna go get him. So it's It's awesome. Just as good as the premiere almost, I'd say. And, you know, Stranger Things is always good. Okay, that's it for this one. I may do some more for these, but I can't promise. I can't guarantee it because I might just end up binging all the rest and not stop in between. I have a habit of doing that. So we'll see if I can hold off and one at a time. Let's see if I can do this. Probably not. Comments below. What did you think of the second episode of Stranger Things? What did you think of Stranger Things Season 4's first half? And Stranger Things effing killing it. Awesome. So for this video, guys, see you again soon for another. Trev saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.